bunch of carries stacked up on the side of J Team. Tryndamere split push, Uniboy on Zoe, you know that's a no-no, and then Viego in the jungle. It's very unorthodox, and to be fair, we haven't seen J Team play this composition whatsoever.
Yes.
But it just seems like power overwhelming from J Team.
Yeah, they've got power all across the board. Even this Renata pick makes a lot of sense because you see Malphite. That means if you're playing Malphite that early, you're fully committed to an engage. That means it sets up for relatively easy Renata ultimates. So at the very least, while they're not going to be necessarily killing each other, they will be stalled out for a very long time due to the Berserk feature.
It still, again, mainly comes down to mid-jungle, so we'll be paying very close attention to the pathing here. Honestly, if this was Karsa and Maple in the Flash Wolves days, I would say, like, MFT got this. Great draft. But we just haven't seen that yet from Wen and 665. Maybe this is a chance to showcase what they've been hiding. I like the level 1 from MFT. They do go into the back red brush just to make sure that there are no shenanigans. We have seen a lot of Tryndameres just kind of waltz into your base there. And they still could do that, as we see Driver maybe finding an angle here. Oh, does get there undetected.
Got spotted. They should.
I don't think he was spotted,
just
though.
Go. You just collapse on him. Guys? Oh,
Does
okay.
get a love tap.
Oh.
And we do have starts heading towards the bottom side of the map, but a small favor towards J-Team as they keep their jungle path hidden.
Yeah, so it will be Kongyo starting out his own buff by himself. And in this bottom lane against Renata, your Tahm Kench, you don't do anything. Usually we would say Kaisa has some issues in the lane phase. Against Jin and Tahm Kench, which is clearly a weak side. Bottom lane that also you don't have a top lane to play for. But at the very least, you don't die. I guess.
Mid-jungle. Think about the bright side, Frank. Stop tunneling on all of the negatives, okay?
All right.
Like, sure, Whale's not going to die. He's opening
Wen's
4
gonna
pots.
one-shot everyone. I'm ready.
That's the spirit. There you go. You know, people always ban his Galio, but they forget about the real killer. That's his LeBlanc. So we might be seeing a level 3 gank into the mid lane. This could be absolutely massive on Uniboy. He does have that heal, though, which is... Oh, boy. You hate to see that from Zoe. That's just Zoe mechanics.
Oh, that's like, that's definitely a blame Mort Dog if this was TFT. You know, you don't get the right augment, boom, blame Mort Dog.
Kongre will start an incursion into MFT's jungler, force Lee Sin off of the objective, but he doesn't have a smite himself, so he's not going to fully commit to this one. And 665 once again searching for Uniboy. Can he land the Sonic Wave? Ooh, lands up just a bit short. That means Kongre could find himself into a very comfortable position with double scuttle, and that's not what you want to see if you're playing mid-jungle.
I feel like 665 and Wen are not on the same page. Wen needs to go in to try and at least hit a chain.
They're investing so hard in this one. J-Team even knows he's there. They have the ward there. So they expect like, 665 there.
They haven't taken blue buff. 665 is just camping you, Uniboy. That's all that's happening. Oh my god.
At least they know their win conditions. I will say that about MFT. They know that they have to snowball mid lane.
He just gifted a 3 buff.
It's not just 3 buff. It's actually his entire bottom side quadrant.
Oh, lordy. We're already double farmed with Kongre against 665. Because, this is not a lead to laugh at, Clement. And it looks like they might set up for a bot lane play. Of course, Tahm Kench does not have Devourer anymore at level 3.
Let's see if the handshake will land. He does get the stun. Insta-kill onto the AD carry, and Kongre able to dodge out very easily. Renhao might have taken a step too far forward when trying to get something back. Has to expend the TP back here. And a beautiful dive by Kongre, using Viego to its utmost max. Meanwhile, 665 will get some consolation prize. He gets free farm.
He gets himself a Gromp. But the teleport coming in from LeBlanc is a little bit curious because of the fact that when comes in with no mana, which on a LeBlanc, there are a couple of champions that, you know, if you come in with no mana, it's still fine, namely an Akali. But that
665
LeBlanc's
is going to get tagged down. That's going to be Merc Wolves for most likely his life. Driver says thank you very much, goes back to his minions, doesn't even miss out on the wave. I feel like this game is a very good demonstration of what happens when you draft a composition that has one out, and one out only.
Yeah, and at the very least, J-Team understood that one out, and played around those conditions, and they're in a very comfortable spot, which is pretty easy to say. But they are 2k gold up at 6 minutes. They have a very sizable lead in the jungle as far as EXP goes, as far as farm goes, as far as objectives go. And getting a 6.5 minute dragon also puts a real timer on the game because of the fact that you are rushing towards that dragon soul. So everything is lining up for the side of J-Team, and for MFT, I mean, your big PowerPoint is the level 6, right? With LeBlanc, Syndra with Lee Sin. And okay.
There is a good trade going down. Lil V gets knocked up by the Abyssal Dive. Can they find the kill though? Renhao running out of HP. Will still chasing. He has that last shot, but it isn't enough. The bailout comes through for Lil V. He doesn't find the takedown, and will still drop. So Jin still secures the kill in the end. Whew. That was going very close, but the rookie duo from MFD coming up huge to kind of break the gloom on the map.
Yeah, and it comes down to the fact that Whale, he does have
665 though does have a flash. He could just get out. He is Lee Sin. The Uniboy is going to pick up his flash. And
Zoe outplayed
mechanics. Let's go.
You just can't flash away from a Zoe. If she wants you, she gets you. And 665, he ends up burning his flash to try and get away, and still ends up going down. But yeah, I mean, that bottom lane trade really just comes down to a difference of, hey, I've got steel cap boots, you have Dirk, and Dirk has nothing on steel cap boots. At that trade in a vacuum is just very, very poor. But Lil V still has the level advantage, and I mean, for MFT, yes, you were able to get the kill, and that's going to help you out considerably, but you're still down a lot when it comes to farm in that bottom lane, and somehow you need to try and snowball that pick potential, that pick power that you have from a Jhin.
Great stuff from Taco in the top lane. He took less than 200 damage from 3 auto attacks from Driver.
Yeah.
Driver walked up and realized, wait a minute, I'm literally just hitting a rock here. Absolutely nothing getting done there. We do have the blue buff handoff here. So do expect Uniboy to start roaming across the map. He has a sizable advantage at this point. And we have the first move for Herald coming in from the bottom side as well. Kongre just going to start that one up. This is potentially a time for MFT to find some wombo combos or just get a kill. Diego's going to be a hard target, and Kongre still has his flash. Yeah, but they definitely could try. They have the insect online. Just trying to slowly close in onto this location, but all of these targets have immunities or escapes. They have to go in now. Here. Oh, they find it. 6-5 gets it. And Taco is going to try and continue to chase, but Enso is here. And unfortunately for Taco, there's just a massive numbers advantage on the side of J-Team. Let's see if Wen is going to try and pick the Herald up. Does he realize that 665 actually won the smite fight? It doesn't look like it. They're just gonna let the Herald expire.
Huh. Definitely interesting in that regard. Perhaps a little bit of miscommunication. 665 not letting him know, and then when just not enough awareness. But you take the small moral victory, I suppose, for the side of MFT. They do steal away and deny that Rift Herald. Yes, they cost 2 lives in exchange, but you know, when it comes to moral victories, sometimes the numbers don't matter.
That's very true. I was just a little bit disappointed that J-Team, even with the Wombo combo, they didn't even burn an ult. And they managed to stay alive through all of that. Enso just coming through on the side, cut off all the damage from Wen. So it just feels like MFT were walking into a fight that they were completely outgunned on. Now 665 has been spotted, going down into the bot lane. Could be seeing a big trade coming in here as well. Now, Lil V still needs to be careful. He lost the previous trade by just walking into Whale, and Whale's like, I actually have range and movement speed advantage over you. Like, I'll kite you out and just kill you. And Lil V, you know, could still fall victim to that. So, need to play a little bit carefully, even with the Renata.
Yeah, for the side of MFT, I mean, it's now a Hullbreaker Tryndamere, which is an interesting take. But against an armor stacking champion like Malphite, you know, crit isn't going to be as effective until you do hit more of your crit items and also probably a Last Whisper. So the Hullbreaker makes a little bit more sense if you factor those things in, and that you just get immediate power on one item. You can kind of AFK push. And Konya also gets to pull the wave towards his bottom lane. So all in all, really good play from him. Enzo might be a little bit deep though.
Double chains do land onto Enzo, but he's not going to die. He does have backup from the Viego. They're going to take this Ocean Dragon, completely uncontested, the entire bottom side. River plus the jungle is warded up. So 665, I just feel like he's been roaming across the map without anywhere to really go. That's... You know, he was killed once into the top side, and killed again at the Herald, and just killed again in the bottom side river. You know, just 2 solo deaths already this game, if you wonder where that stat was coming from. And so far, no impact on the lanes. Just he really needs to find something on that mid lane. He tried so hard, sunk so many resources. He was actually down 3 camps just to find a Q onto Uniboy, and it didn't even matter.
Yeah, he had to give up a lot for that play. And I mean, yes, you have the Ludens now completed onto this LeBlanc, and that means it increases her burst potential, but at the same time, you are missing boots. So when it comes to roaming around the map and trying to attack these side lanes, Uniboy is still going to be more effective in that regard. Yes, he doesn't have the completed Ludens, but you have the extra range offered by the Sleepy Trouble Bubble, and the fact that you can collapse faster with your move speed. It's a lot of problems.
665 getting stunned up, and the Electrocute comes through. Kongyue going to find an easy kill here. Just the range on that attack is absolutely massive, and there goes mid-jungle for you. Another stun onto Wen. Ignite going down. Wen will survive this one, but that mid lane tower is going to take a lot of damage. Renhouse still has the Devoured there, so they should be relatively safe. Getting pulled forward, the trade goes through, Berserk down, but Whale charges forward, and here comes the fight. Oh, Lil V still gonna find the kill. Killer Instinct right outside of tower. Really good damage calculations. Last auto attack goes in, and he finds the double. Well done by Lil V.
Lil V really showcasing his skill on the Kaisa pick. Of course, champion that he's probably pretty well versed in, playing it quite a bit a couple seasons ago, but showcasing that experience still pays off in that regard. Now 3 in 1, and then we also had the solo kill in the mid lane coming in from Uniboy into Wen, so everything going well and dandy for the side of J-Team, and I mean 665, he's trying to SOFM this, and unfortunately, got a little bit reset, set behind. We'll see how the mid lane play comes in, and okay, yeah.
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah.
I hope it was painless, but at the very least, it was very, very quick. So we're getting into that range where the one-shots just start happening. Kongria plus Uniboy, this combo is so damn deadly. The Spectral Maw getting a stun right off of the Sleepy Trouble Bubble and extra damage, and then, you know, you have the Paddle Star to follow up. And we're going to see that combo a lot more. And I feel like this is the point of the game where J-Team are just going to start taking over the map. Like, MFT are so far behind that I don't see anyone that can actually face tank this combo anymore. They're going to have to cede ground.
Yeah, we're also going to see Crown on the Kaisa. Lost chapter already completed. And if you think about this composition, the only way to proc Crown from reliably from long range is going to be that Jin W. So that's the only way to proc that. Otherwise, you're looking at very all-in attempts, right? The LeBlanc's going to all-in, and also that Malphite. So it makes a lot of sense here.
We actually have MFT going in for the
they're all
kill
berserk!
first, but Viego takes a very long time to fall down. In goes
here.
Little V, a lot of low health targets still going through. Wen trying to survive, but he goes down as well. 665 jumps over the wall, and J-Team says thank you towards the Herald. Taco with a nice cheeky sidestep. Love cheeky players like that. And it looks like he actually will survive. When can you land the chains? Corrupting potion ticking down, and Taco is still there. Taco might have just baited Uniboy to his death. But Wen can't find the follow-up here. Lil V in the meantime, taking down a tower plus the Herald.
Well, MFT do find an okay start to that fight. Being able to burst down and Kongria on that Viego. Unfortunately, it does set up for a great ultimate coming in from Enzo on that Renata. Everyone's stuck in that choke point, just forced to auto-attack each other. And yes, while there's no big heavy hitter like an Aphelios to just murder his own team, it still buys a lot of time for the fight to reset. And J-Team able to take advantage of that mini reset and come back strong and finish off a lot of other kills.
I do want to say, like, if there was ever a composition that basically doesn't do any damage to themselves being Berserk, it's probably this comp. You get an extra attack speed, but the Jin doesn't really use it anyway, and like everyone else is a caster. Meanwhile, 665 might be having some trouble, does manage to survive right here, but Wen still takes a lot of damage. And the approach angle into this Drake is going to be so difficult. Doesn't look like MFT will try to contest this one at all. They are down 8,000 gold, so understandable in that case. But in the meantime, Taco is the man with the dancing shoes. Great outplay of Uniboy there, and he's going to find himself a free tower. In Taco we trust.
Yeah, Taco on this Malphite. It's going to be a very difficult position to carry because he has to hit pretty much everyone with this ultimate and try and get the one shot. But
do you believe
long
that's
TP
the
coming
question?
in? This is it.
This is the teleport. This is the insect we've been waiting for. 665 goes in,
the choke.
And there's the three-man into the back line, followed up by Renhao, instantly turned into hostile takeover. Everything is stopped, and the turnaround might happen, but Lil V, they do find one carry at the very least. Gwen goes down next. Driver is still hunting down on the chase. Kongrie could find the slow. Driver gets the poultry shout, flashes forward onto Renhao, and he spits Whale in the middle of no man's land. That is such a bad place to be aborted. He just goes down, double kill over to Driver, and then J-Team walks out of the enemy base.
And that's going to be the ace. At 18 minutes, Clement. It won't be the game because they don't have the waves quite positioned, but it will mean a third dragon going into their hands. Unfortunately, Cloud Soul is their possible reward as we get to see the replay. This is what we've been waiting for. Taco gets a massive three-man engage, but there's just no damage. Even the Berserk landing on Whale while he channels his curtain call means that he's forced to cancel that. And he also misses out on an opportunity to try and get a couple more kills. But Driver coming in on the flank is just unanswered. This was the problem with locking in the Malphite. While it does really well into the individual matchup, now your team has to deal with a Tryndamere, and there's just no damage on this backline to force Tryndamere to use his ultimate early.
Driver is having the time of his life, just mowing down MFT members left and right. I do want to give kudos to Wen. Oh,
Tank Malphite.
I'm saying in Taco we trust. Taco's actually the best player on MFT.
He should have gone Ludens. One shot, everyone. Night Harvester.
Someone did go Ludens, and that's Lil V. I think he actually would have been much better served going for what you suggested in the crown, but
he's going for maximum poke.
Oh, this is an interesting bait. They
find numbers
when coming in. 665 finds the kill. Lil V on the meantime in the back line will not find the trade back onto Red. Now Uniboy now with the sleepy troll bubble. Oh, he gets the goalpost, finds the Tom Kent, and they will chase down. In the meantime, though, we do have a little scuffle in the mid lane. Taco holding his ground against Driver. So, taking stock of the situation, it will be a 1-for-1 trade. And a big 3-man charge down from Taco! Taco is the best! Lil V goes down. Enzo is next on the menu. Can 665 find the next Q? Wen is coming in, but there is a stasis. No, 665 left to his own devices will fall down. Driver now chasing down for the double kill. It looks so good for a split second, but J-Team cannot be deterred.
You know, at least we got probably the best Malphite performance of this split coming out from Taco. He is trying his damnedest to save this game, but unfortunately it feels like it's a little bit too late as we get to see the replay. Starts out with the number advantage coming in for MFT, and it's really nicely well played. Like, they get the pick onto Kongye, but now Lil V, he joins in. The Ludens, of course, gives a little bit extra damage onto that W, but I actually don't think he's maxing W second, because it would do a lot more damage, I think, given the items he has. And then we see an attempt at a re-engage, and Taco, like, his plays have been good, but the reset comes through from Enzo, and he's able to buy extra time, and then Driver comes. This is the true raid boss.
Yeah, that was a little bit unfortunate. You know, if there is one silver lining, at least they're always killing Little V. That seems to be the one constant thing here.
At least he doesn't get to have fun.
Yeah, you know, just Lil V in particular, we don't like you. So they are winning on one position, bare minimum. And this has been actually a pretty fun game. I thought this was going to be such a rout after the disastrous jungle start. But Taco has given me faith. Like, Taco is one of those really good tacos. You know, it's the one with the crispy nachos on top. It's the one loaded with cheese. They didn't skimp on any of the ingredients. You got guacamole on the side. It's looking like a really tasty meal. And in Taco we trust. I fully expect Taco to just teleport in and steal the Baron at any moment right now. Okay, maybe that's not going to happen. But, you know, one can definitely hope. That's definitely not going to happen. Maybe 665 can do something. He's trying. I think he's dead. Oh, boy. Taco, please. You got to save this. You're the only man that can do something here.
Well, it's not looking great. Oh, he's asleep.
Uh-oh. Oh, no, Taco! Why did you have to do that, Uni Boy? He was the only hope left in the universe. And now they take down Ren Hao. They finish out the rest of the squad. J-Team are not going to play with their food. They're just going to come in and smash MFT like the LSC team they are. They're going to take a dominating victory here. Almost 20k in the advantage. Playing with them in the fountain, sending the berserks all across the board and trying to get another kill onto 665. The handshake just about misses, but J-Team has made their statement